we found the game. New season, new maps, new patch. Let's see what we get. Hello guys, welcome to the Protoss-Okko-Style. With me is Neoblade. Hello Neoblade.
Hello my beloved Mamba. How are you today or tonight?
I'm great. I'm a little tired, but great.
Okay. Then we'll keep it short, no problem.
Yeah, no. I can play Protoss even when I'm tired.
Who can? Oh no, who doesn't? I think. Who does not? No. Who cannot? Who cannot? I don't know. Whatever.
Okay,
This
so
is a new map, new patch 4.0.2, I think. And Blizzard is free to play, LOTV ladder is free to play, and so please join us in the great game StarCraft 2.
for some reason I accidentally called that the ramp. We never do that, but it's not a big deal.
Oh.
It's probably even better.
I missed the opponent. PVT?
It's random.
Random, okay. Cheese incoming.
Yeah, probably. But Blackpink is a great macro map. Okay, it's PvP.
Cannon rush incoming. Horror game. We'll see, we'll see.
You have not enough minerals.
Show the salad. Let's add our pylon.
Please, the chrono boost timings. When you do a chrono boost, please tell us, because I missed some of the chrono boosts, and I think you did almost every chrono boost on the zealots and some on the charge.
You do every chrono boost on the salad. Until except for the first one.
Okay. And charge? No chrono boost on charge?
After you got the free salads, you can chrono boost charge.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's just about the first 3 salads. You really want to have them as early as possible. So
And early on we played 2 gates or even 3 gates and then Twilight Council. Now with the new patch we used the first gas for the Twilight Council.
Correct.
So we can boost our charge very soon, and then we are able to defend cyclones, early stalkers and stuff like that.
I have
That's
no
the
idea.
plan.
Oh, that stalker survived. He survived.
I don't know either, but probably miss micro on your part.
It looked like it was trapped, and it wasn't trapped.
It's for all the betrayal against the Zerg race. How many queens you have killed with this method. I think you killed about 10 queens or something like that.
Yeah, but usually you do it with a prism. And 4 salads, or 3.
I understand.
I mean, it works without the prism too, but like stalkers are faster, so it shouldn't really happen if the opponent pays attention.
And we're ahead in workers, I think, because he had no workers at the natural.
Yeah. I'm a little improvising, to be honest. But the game plan is the same. Third base.
Oh, we have an Artosis pylon in our main base, so but we have oversupply. So doesn't matter. And when we have 10 to 12 zealots, we'll attack with the charge.
Yeah, I think
Upgrade.
I'll wait for one more.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so we played it a little bit different this game. If you watch all our videos, you will notice that. Chronobles to Fortress. Get a Robo.
Oh, we need the... okay, Robo at first, okay. Normally we get the Templar's Archive at first, but robotics against DTs is not a bad idea.
Oh, well, I put it on basically at the same time.
Okay.
So, it's not a big deal.
We need Chrono Boost on both forges.
Yep.
Command.
So we just let all the zealots die, or we retreat?
No, we retreated.
Okay. And we scouted the third base and stuff like that?
I'm doing that right now.
And we built a... I see we built shield battery in every economy, but shouldn't we build a cannon in every economy too? Because DTs is a possibility.
True.
We have a observer very soon.
Yeah, well, we have an observer, but the cannon is still... Cannons are mostly a good idea, but I need to build some pylons first.
And we need constant robo production.
I return to serve.
And constant chrono boosting on forges.
Is complete. Cassol data clock. Not enough energy.
How many workers do we have?
I think 66. Yeah, 67.
Okay.
Yeah, now the fourth base is done, we can build like 8 more. Go up to 75.
You have not mineral. You have not enough minerals.
I think there's
Mineral field.
cannons missing in some of the economy lines.
Yeah, it's because I had to build a pylon first.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah,
I return to serve.
No problem. There was a base I've seen, yeah, there. Third base, I think. There's the pylon missing. The cannon. Perfect.
Yeah, we have static defense in every base now. We are set up for a beautiful macro game. Chrono boosting the fortress, now he sees... Yeah, looks like he wants to attack us. I think this is one of our first very nice macro games in a while.
Yeah.
So now
And we missed, did we miss the, no, we had the charge push, but he had, what is it called, force fields.
Yeah, no, we did the charge push, yeah, he defended it with force fields.
Yes, I understand.
Yes, but we did the charge push a little later. I don't know why. I think it's because we never chrono boost charge or warp gate. We constantly chrono boost probes.
Okay.
And that's also why the third nexus was so early.
Okay.
I kinda like it, but I mean it's personal preference, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean the stronger charge push is great too.
I agree totally. Perhaps we should build, we delay the third Nexus a little bit and build gate 4 or 5 a little bit earlier. I think you built 4 gates and then the third base, but I'm not sure about it. We'll see it
The
in
thing
the
is now
replay.
in this game, you need to give me lead.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
In this game, I had 3 gateways and the third nexus.
Okay.
Yeah, just because we chrono boosted so many probes early on. Like if we chrono boost charge and warp gate, then we can only afford 2 gateways.
I understand. Listen, Mamba, you're a Grandmaster player, which means you should have an immediate contact and hotline to Blizzard. Tell them replay formats are now not supporting these, which races are there, and the former replay format could display, if you watch the replay you just played, the races were displayed in the beginning. That's now over again.
I never noticed that. Is that since 4.0?
I think so.
Let's see.
We just we just started this replay, and the map could not be seen, and the races couldn't be seen either.
Well,
You don't
that's
use
not
your
a big
hotline
deal.
to Blizzard very often. I think you should do that more.
Yeah, no. I'm afraid I don't have a hotline.
Otherwise, Protoss wouldn't exist anymore.
Yeah, maybe.
But they listen to you and remove the mothership.
Yeah, and they buffed overlords. And that was like my favorite request since all the way since Legacy of the Void.
You remember how slow they were in Wings of Liberty, and they were buffed before.
Yeah, but I mean it's all about like map size, and now like in Legacy of the Void, the maps get even bigger than they used to at the end of Hearts.
Yes.
Plus with the 12 worker start, your overlords arrive incredibly delayed anyway.
Yeah.
So it was really about time that they did something about that. Especially CVC was not a lot of fun to play on a high level, because the first overlord, like you could literally, you didn't see your opponent's natural, and you already had 12 speedlings and 2 banelings in your natural.
So now we see the micro part.
Yeah. Now, it was great micro by me, but somehow the stalker sneaked through. I don't know why. It looked like it was stuck, but then it de-stuck. Maybe the Zealot hit it so hard.
You still got punished for the War Prism Raikou against the Terran, where you dropped Zealots on his tank.
Yeah. Maybe.
Now we scout. I like that very much. And we'll take a look behind this economy.
His economy isn't terrible, but ours is definitely better. And we're constantly chrono boosting workers, so especially now we are getting ahead in that department.
Yeah.
Now we are already 7 workers ahead. And so yeah, as you can see, like when our warp gate finishes and our charge, we can afford 3 gateways and the third nexus.
Okay.
And last time we played our first series in the new patch, chrono boosted charge and warp gate, and then we basically played a 2 gate charge timing with how the third Nexus. That's how, like, the new Chronobus is insane. If you put it on probes, you probe up so fast, and if you put it on a charge or the barb kit, I think like each chrono boost.
It's very fast, yeah.
I mean, it's like double the speed for 10 seconds.
I think we probably should boost charge and the gates, so the zealots, the charge attack is a little bit
Earlier, yeah. Do you remember when we hit the pre-patch?
Yes. Give me 1 second. I think it was 5:30 in his face, or 5:45.
Yeah, but that's like the timing we hit right now, because that would be great.
Wait. I even have numbers before charge got reduced to 100, and I think I can then take it from there. Just let me take a look. Benchmarks. Okay. Mothership core and charge 200. 12 zealots starting, leaving our base at 6:24 and arriving at the opponent at 6:51. Or 17 zealots at 6:23 and arriving at 6 whatever.
Wow, but
19 zealots.
But that's insane. Because that would mean we hit the same timing, stronger, earlier, and with a better economy.
No, we don't. We have less zealots.
We have 12 zealots. Did we have more zealots?
Yeah.
We always attacked with like 15 zealots.
It's 17 to 19.
Oh, okay. Obviously, yeah, there's that.
And it's
but I mean,
1 minute later.
We could, yeah, but like we could do that too. Like we don't have to attack with 12 zealots. We could wait 30 seconds and attack with 17 zealots. If you
I don't know
want to do that.
What is better.
Yeah, but in the end, I think it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, it's just about first 3 zealots to scout, charge attack to scout and deny third bases while taking your own third base and getting a nice free base saturation and focusing on your macro and spending your money.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, with the new chrono boost, like every chrono boost, it depends on where you spend it. It gives you completely different timings.
Yeah.
And chrono boost still right now. I mean, I'm chrono boosting the zealots in the early game. After that, it's basically freestyle.
Yeah.
We don't have a written build order for that yet.
But we always add 2 forages and boost the upgrades, which works out very, very good.
Yeah.
And we build only 1 robotics, not 2 anymore, right?
Against Zerg we can build 2, I think it's better against Zerg.
Okay.
In PvP I used to build 2, but Varian told me to only build 1.
Okay.
And in PvT I think 1 is enough.
Okay. So
but
hallucination.
2 is like it's not a big deal. It's as you want.
He recalls and then GG. We make an attack at a third base? No.
No. Well, I probably just realized that it takes
we have
like
way more. Okay.
5 seconds. seconds to recall and they lost pretty much everything.
Yeah, and he has 55 probes, we have 78. And yeah, and we're one Nexus ahead, we just will kill him now.
Yeah, this is also in CVP, or actually in PvZ too, like this is the best army composition you can have in the current meta. Like just Archon sell it with a couple Immortals. Against Terran, I think you play other stuff. But yeah. So like his Stalkers, they're way weaker. Way weaker than our army. So I don't understand why he's building Stalkers. It doesn't make sense.
I think people build Stalkers because they get a damage buff, but people don't realize their attack speed was reduced. Point one, they think, oh, nice, beautiful Stalkers. And the second point is that you, if you get Blink, he don't have Blink, or he doesn't have Blink, they can shoot up and kill oracles. But he scouted us, so he should have known we don't have oracles.
Yeah,
that's
and I mean
my
that's
only
more
explanation.
for the early game, and then like Archons also shoot up. Like
Totally.
for me, it's just like sometimes I kinda understand it when like people go for something like Lingbane Muda.
Yeah.
And I would recommend to not go Lingbane Muda because it's too micro intensive. But I understand it. It's because it's what the pros are using often. But like in this scenario, he's like basically playing a weaker army composition that is more difficult to micro.
Totally.
That doesn't really make sense. Like you don't have to play the best army composition. You just have to focus on your macro. But yeah, if the best army composition is also a very easy one to control, there is no reason to not go for that.
I totally agree. Yeah. This is, sometimes I shake my head. A silver player, I told you about him, Twister, always tells me I want to perfect my macro as Terran. I play your build order or whatever Hero Marine played it as well with CC first. And I just want to get to the point where I can build Medivacs, stuff from my factory, whatever unit, and Marines. Just to keep constantly producing. If I have 2k money in the bank, I want to build all of these 3 types of units and take additional CCs, take additional barracks, and I want to focus on my macro like this. And he always tells me, no, the opponent has roaches, you have to build Marauder. And I tell him, the Zerg is on 2 bases, I'm on 5, I don't need Marauders, I just want to focus on my macro. And
Yeah.
he, no, Marauder. Or tanks. But the Zerg is on 2 bases.
Marauder at least are not that hard to add. Like tanks, then you have to siege up your tanks and you have to think about how you take the engagement.
Yeah,
and yeah, it's better to just keep it simple.
I agree, but I have no problem to kill the Zerg, and so yeah, it's a little bit easier for me to enter a reactor and to press only 1 key, not 2, and yeah, stuff like that. What doesn't matter. And what I and this Twister told me, there is a Grandmaster who always plays Blinkstalker and Disruptor, and I think in my head, yeah, that's totally right for my skill level. I will control that perfectly. This Grandmaster lives and dies with his engagements. If he has terrible engagements and the Terran has good counter micro, the Protoss just dies. If the Terran gets 2 volleys of disruptor shots and loses his complete army, yeah, then it's GG. But it's nice to watch, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't try Blinkstalker and Disruptor at home if you're below Master 1.
No. Yeah, you should really like. Yeah, this is what I said before. Like, you should just, and in my eyes, like until Diamond or even Master, you should just use an army composition that is that you can A move, like Roach Hydra, Roaches, Chargelot-Archon, and Bio, or if you wanna play mech, you can even go like Hellbat 4. And then like playing a micro-intensive unit composition, it's just like you're not getting the value out of the units that make those units good. And now in this game, even on top of that, is even if you would micro his army perfectly, which is very difficult, it would still be worse than on our easy controllable Chargelot-Archon army.
Yeah. And I think we had a game on Belgium where he had, I think 6 sentries or 8 sentries and made force fields all the time, and our Archons destroyed it all the time. So it didn't make sense at all.
Yeah, 10 sentries on 2 bases.
Very strange game, but I liked it very much because force field, force field, force field, force field vanishes, 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 and yeah. But let's wrap this up for this game, and we'll talk again in the next one.
Yeah, see you guys.
See you guys. Dann Stream ausmachen kurz.